South Carolina camping trip. I saw some videos about skinwalkers on TikTok, so I started watching videos about them on YouTube, and there was a whole podcast where this guy just read stories about them from Reddit and other stories that people submitted. Well, our ward at church purchased a piece of land way back in the day. It's seriously just wooded area with a little bit of swamp. Anyways, we would always go there for campouts and scouts, and at night, when it was pitch black, we would all play manhunt. Well, one time, we all got down to one person whose name was David. Growing up, he was super fast, and he would hide really good so nobody could ever find him. He would always end up being the last person. Well, one time it was down to David, and we had split up and gone way deep into the forest towards the swamp because it seemed like it was impossible to find him. We thought he might have gone a little bit further than we usually go. We started getting into some more muddy and wet terrain as we get closer to the swamp-like area where the water is probably shin deep, and we saw David way out in the swamp, and he wasn't wearing any shirt, and with the spotlight on him he looked super pale, but he just stood there and didn't say a word. You could seriously tell something was off. Then all of a sudden we heard David from behind us yelling, trying to get our attention, so we would keep trying to chase him down. Meaning, what we saw in front of us was definitely not him. So being a bunch of 12 to 17-year-old boys, we started yelling and running back to the campsite as fast as we could. Nobody believed us. In fact, for years everybody made fun of it, calling the ghost of David. But then I started listening to these stories, and every single one of them sounds just like what happened in some way or another.